went in with a bit of a blinkered view in terms of what a management course would be. I've had training in different places that I've worked, and it's often stayed to the same structure, whereas at Cranfield it really is about thinking about yourself as a person and a more rounded individual. I thought I might go in and be quite guarded. I was dealing with people who I'd never met before, kind of having the trust to really open up and talk about issues with myself, the way that I work. But because of the environment and the way that we were encouraged to kind of talk to each other, be open with each other, and also have a lot of breakout sessions which really helped build relationships and a rapport with the other members, that really addressed those kind of concerns, and within a few days you really felt comfortable. It wasn't just being talked at for 2 weeks, it was really encouraging you to come out of yourself, to talk about challenges that you faced. So I think the biggest surprise for me was just about how much time you're able to spend thinking about yourself and how this relates to you in kind of real world of work. The kind of first half of the course was very much about on-the-ground learning, kind of opening your mind to other industries, other ways of working, even other theories behind business, which is something I'd never really considered before. The second half of the week was a lot more about personal self-development, and that's where I kind of worked on my own business project, worked a lot with the other people on the course, and really found that valuable.
Our business priorities within Reach Plc can often change quite quickly because we work with a lot of third parties, be that Facebook, Google. We have an audience, and that shifts and changes as well. I work in the media, work in journalism. We spend a lot of time with journalists and they're great, but we see things in a certain way. So talent development program gives me a chance to see a different group of people who work for different companies in different industries and see what they're doing.
In my career, I knew that I was going to be moving on to a new role with different responsibilities, but I really wanted to focus on something separate to that and really take myself out of my comfort zone. My business project was to move away from just UK media and look at an international project, which involved kind of football in the United States. And I think it was in September this year, we actually launched our first non-UK site for Reach. So it was our first kind of foray into an international audience, and it's all been going fantastically well.
The advice I'd give to anyone going on the program is to find the confidence to go. You can often doubt yourself as to whether you will be good enough to go on it. It's a big investment from your company in you, so you need to figure out and do the research beforehand and try and find that time to actually reflect on yourself before you go.
Strip yourself back and leave all your preconceived notions at the door and go in open mind. You're going to spend a really good opportunity of learning from different people, understanding that you don't necessarily know everything. There's always more you can learn. There's always different approaches that you can put into practice yourself.
At first I thought it was going to be one big thing or one big change that I needed to make. What I found was that you were taught lots of little techniques to be used in different situations or different working environments that I think have all added up to a change in how I operate and how confident I feel in the workplace. I think it would have been easy to go on 2 weeks, you get the certificate, you tick the box and you've done Cranfield, and then you come back expecting some kind of change to happen. I think Cranfield's follow-up is really good because you have the 3-month and the 12-month review, and that makes you reflect on yourself and the changes that you've said you're going to make. So there's some accountability there, and also to reflect on your business project and whether it's happening, whether it needs to change, whether it needs to evolve.
There's never just one way of trying things and doing things. You can always test, you can always challenge yourself to do different things, and that's what I really took away from it. I have this grounding of knowledge that I simply didn't have before. I've also got a network of people that I wouldn't have had without using the programme, without using the skills from the programme. What I once thought was success necessarily isn't the case now, and I realise that there's an awful lot more to the business and also to my professional development than I really thought was possible before.